Yes, sir. Team Swish, what is going on, man? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Nick Swish, bringing you guys my creation of my WNBA superstar on the way, in the making, whatever you want to say, Miss NATASHA Swish. So, the reason I wanted to do this my career with, the WNBA is because I actually enjoy WNBA basketball. My favorite team is the Los Angeles Sparks, and honestly, when I did that poll earlier, if you guys saw it on my Twitter, I did a poll asking you guys what team I should go to. I kind of had the Sparks in mind as the team I wanted to go to already because, for one, that's the hometown team, and like I said, that is my favorite team. And two, it's just like getting a chance to play with Candace Parker and the Agumake sisters. Like, I felt like that was probably gonna be my best bet, if not for the Seattle Storm as well, because they got Sue Bird still, they got Brianna Stewart. I mean, I had options. Don't get me wrong, I did have options, but I wanted to bring glory back to basketball for women in LA. So I was like, you know what? Let me go to the Sparks. Let me see how this works out. And with creating my player, honestly, it was kind of a funny process. Like, during it, I was like, what if I put my face scan on this girl? Like, I know she would look ridiculous. And sure enough, I was right. After, I'm not going to show y'all, but after I finished this, creation process, I actually went and put the face scan on her just to see how it would look. That is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm so glad I decided not to even bother with the face scan, because not only did you could still see my facial hair from my real life scan on the side of my woman's face. It just, nah, bro. Like, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't take it seriously. But I was going to make NATASHA a small forward, and I was, looking through the archetypes. I like how they have this little build system, or whatever you want to call it, where you can kind of pick your play style beforehand, and it makes it a little bit easier. But for me, I was thinking, I'm like, okay, WNBA players are not the same size as NBA players, of course. So I got to be more wise with my decision. Like, I don't have to be, super tall like somebody like Liz Cambridge, or I don't have to be somebody, smaller like Christy Tolliver. I think Christy Tolliver's only like 5. Shoot, I don't know. She's really short. But I felt like, I was like, okay, maybe I could be in like the middle ground, like a shooting guard. So I went back, I made a shooting guard, and I was going to make her kind of tall, closer to Candace Parker's height, which is 6'4". But I was like, I don't know, that's kind of pushing it. Like, I don't want to be that tall at shooting guard. And Candace Parker plays a power forward in the center. Like, I felt like that was doing too much. So I made NATASHA have the 6-foot wingspan with 5'11" height. I felt like, that's solid enough. Like, I feel like that's respectable. And as far as her takeovers, I was gonna go with similar takeover, or the exact same takeovers as my player Nick Swish. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give her Limitless, because I do want to be able to shoot threes from really far out, because WNBA don't really see stuff like that too often. And then I was gonna go with the finishing moves, or whatever it's called, that slash and takeover that I have on my guard. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give her the ankle breaking shots, because if I can pull off ankle breakers in these WNBA games and make more exciting content, I would much rather do that than have a slash and takeover with a player that's more than likely not gonna be able to dunk. Like, it's no point in me trying to have the same slash and takeover as my point guard, who can dunk, has a 94 driving dunk at that, on a point guard or on a shooting guard female. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. So I think with this series, I'm not gonna do too many episodes, and it's not too many games in the WNBA season anyway. Obviously, it's not like the NBA. This year we're gonna have 72 games in the NBA as opposed to the regular 82. And the WNBA, that season is not nearly as long. So I feel as though, with this series, I think it could be a good limited series, if that makes sense. Like, if you guys remember how I did the NBA 2K14 throwback MyCAREER series. I think I did probably like 8 episodes of that or 10 or something like that. I'm gonna do something similar here. Like I'm aiming, if I had to say, I would say I'm aiming for about 10 episodes with this female My Player. You know, I'm gonna show you guys some games, you know, get some good clips and footage. I will probably upload some Twitter clips. And, you know, I feel as with this My Player specifically, you know, with this one, I feel as though the offensive threat, that's just my build. That's just who I am. That's the way I play 2K as a whole. So that was perfect for me. And, you know, with these episodes, I'm going to be showing you guys, you know, maybe key matchups. Like maybe I go against Sue Bird and Brianna Stewart. Maybe I got to play against Tarazi and the Mercury or something like that. Like, I'm going to do simple stuff like that. I'm going to choose my episodes wisely so I don't not only burn this character out fast, but I want to give you guys the absolute best content possible and the best matchups possible. So I feel like that's gonna be the best bet for me. And there you go, right there. Chrissy Tyler versus 5'7". I did not want to make My Player that short. That answers my own little lack of memory for a little bit. But honestly, man, I think this series is gonna go really well, especially once I get my female My Player really good. Because as you can see, I went to the practice facility, which is kind of dope to me that you can go, you know, do a little freestyle practice like it's my league or my NBA as they call it now. That's pretty cool to me. So being able to practice with this My Player, I was like, okay, like I feel, you know, with this Clay jump shot, I'm gonna be able to shoot really well because I know Clay's jump shot. And if I'm spotting up quite a bit with this character, because I mean, you start off at a 75 overall, I'm not gonna be dominating the ball a whole lot. So if I'm spotting up with this character, man, it's curtains. I'm gonna be knocking these threes down, man. But make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for getting me to 900 subscribers today. I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. And I am out till the next one. Peace.